Welcome once again to another horrid episode of the Apocalypse. I proclaim, did I not, that Donnie would never stop knocking on the oligarchy's door. On Inauguration Day, the oligarchy all paid tribute of $1 million each. Directly. Since that time, since the inauguration, we have seen much of the oligarchy spoken of in posts, letting them know it's time once again to pay tribute. So, like I said, since Inauguration Day, much of the oligarchy has been back at Donnie's table 2 or 3 times, if not 4, paying tribute once again. Many companies, including one that just happens to be an adjudicated criminal, paid Donnie further once more via settlements. Several TV stations, several social media endeavors. One company even bought a Melania documentary for $40 million. Did I not proclaim that all roads lead to the Holy Land, son? We are within days of a peace agreement that will make history. In the Holy Land, we are within days of U.S. troops on the ground in the Holy Land, son. Inside of a bloody year, all this has taken place, but once more, I also proclaimed many times over the years, if Donnie was given the chance, unchecked power, that he would deploy the military against us and others. I attempted to warn you all during the peak of the annexation talk regarding Canada, Greenland, Mexico, Central America, the Panama Canal, and the top portion of South America. I told you he would use the military to achieve those goals. I did not know at the time he also wanted the largest oil reserves on the planet in Venezuela. So, it appears the military has killed many down in the Caribbean. The military deployed on others. We have the military in many of our own cities. That's our own military, son. We are about to place troops on the Holy Land. I should not say we, for it is the Reich not me. I am simply here to guide you through it. So I proclaimed all these things have come true. I take no credit for it. The credit goes to the man who wrote the story for us. We are watching play out before our very eyes. So I guess you could say I had the Cliff Notes. Let us begin. I was stunned when I saw this. I'm still shaking a little bit because I know what this means. I know you don't. I see everybody walking around, just doing what they do, man. Thought to myself today, what are they going to do when the shit hits the fan? What the fuck? They don't even know what they're in, son. Hardly anyone on this fucking shite earth does. So I went to Twitter, as I do many times a day, to keep up with the fucking second-by-second evil that's going on. And I was not expecting this, son. The United States is deploying 200 troops to Israel to help support and monitor the ceasefire deal in Gaza, U.S. officials said Thursday. Inside a year, son. U.S. troops in Gaza. When the fuck you seen that before? Without riots across the fucking planet. Gaza is ash. The U.S. military will be there. Sorry, I must lapse back into the English accent. The U.S. military will be there. I'm tired, man. And this got me shook a little bit, I got to admit. I knew this would happen one day. Inside a year, son. Peace deal imminent. Not that it's a real peace deal. It will be reneged upon halfway through. Proclaiming that in advance as well. And all those proclamations I made years ago, right before the election, way before any of this. Because I always knew he would do it if given the opportunity. This is his moment. This is the Reich's moment. All those fucking vile people you see on TV every day. Miller, Thale, Leon, Donnie, Pam, Christy, little Marco. This is their fucking moment. Mr. Oz, RFK, they all believe in it, son. Nazism, I mean. Or they're going along with the greater other plan that I don't want to break all down in the spiritual aspects of it. There are people going along with just that because of who they worship, son. It's a whole nother world we normal people don't know about, where all kinds of freaky things are going on, and it ain't a liberal one. Again, knowing these things are all going to happen, knowing them 10 years ago, if Donnie was who I was saying he was 10 years ago, the Antichrist, all these things were going to happen. That's how I knew it. The story, the description, written fucking over 1,000 years ago. And then there's the Old Testament stuff. God knows how fucking old that is. And again, I keep waking up, son, and I want to be wrong. I want y'all to laugh at me. I want y'all to say, you're wrong, Nick. This isn't it. He's not it. All roads don't lead to the Holy Land. You sure, son? Look at it. I doubt that's a picture of them deploying in Israel. Maybe it is. I didn't read the caption. That's not important to me. The headline's what's important. And what it represents and what it fucking means. And I know exactly what it motherfucking means. That's why I'm shook, motherfucker. I can't believe this. And again, all these steps we've seen in the Holy Land and no riots. That's unprecedented. That's supernatural. That's because the powers that be on this planet ain't financing it right now, ain't pushing it. They don't want to. They want to go along, son. Both sides, the right-wing Jews in Israel, in government, and out in the populace, and the Muslims. They all want to go along, son. Have you ever seen anything like this? No, you haven't, because it's never fucking happened. U.S. boots on the motherfucking ground in Gaza. I said a temple will be built. I believe that's why they're really there. Because when that moment comes, and Donnie may have spoken to the Muslims that he met with in Qatar, in the different countries when he did his tour, took his bribes in tribute from them, he was also discussing things. The future plan that they hatched a long fucking time ago. So what I'm trying to tell you people, and you people with wisdom, will understand the severity of what I'm about to say, or what I'm trying to say. If I can, I'm very tired and I'm rather stunned by this, so it's hard to even think right now. I just stopped everything I was doing. I was so shook when I saw this. Because I know what it means, man. What the hell was I about to say? I wish it was live, you could tell me. The temple. They may have discussed this with many high-level people in the Muslim community. They may have already discussed removing that mosque, letting the Jews build their temple. That makes Donnie King Cyrus to those people. He already is King Cyrus to the right-wing Jews in Israel. That really makes him King Cyrus. He is their conduit to that temple. I've said that many times. That's why they love him so much. He's their conduit to expansion of Israel, which has been going on left and right. He's their conduit to really taking over decisively. Unfortunately, he will turn on them. Why? Because he's a Nazi and he's the Antichrist. For fuck's sake. That's why. Core tenet of Nazism. Number one fucking tenet of Nazism. We do not like Jews. We don't even think they should exist. Do you think that went away in between Nazi salutes? No, it didn't. It never goes away. They made it a religion, son. They talk in eugenics, all kind of great stuff. They don't say the word eugenics, but I hear it in every word certain people say. RFK, Mr. Oz. You don't fool me, guys. I know exactly what you fucking are. I can't believe, even though I knew this would happen. I knew all these things would happen. Seeing it. Confirming it. Still shocking. For two reasons. It means God is real, the story is real, the devil's real, and all that. All the evil in this world, it's kind of obvious that the devil's real. And he's spoken to me directly through many people and things. He hates my ass. And I've paid for what I'm doing right now. Believe me. Paid for what I was talking before, too. About other entities. Mobsters. Paid dearly in a lot of ways. I won't go into how. You don't want to know. So one, it means God's real. This is the apocalypse. This is fucking happening. If what I said is true, and a lot of it seems to be coming true. If Donnie is who I said he was. He appears to be. You don't understand the enormity of this. The peace deal coming up. That's unprecedented. That's unheard of. Again, it's at the point of a gun, but whatever. U.S. boots on that soil. Board of Peace, who Donnie put himself at the top of. Remember when Donnie said, we're going to own it, when he was talking about Gaza? Freedom Zone? I told you then there'd be troops on the ground. No way to know if I'd be right, though. These are bold proclamations to make. And no, they don't come from me. Again, I just have the cliff notes and some feelings. And I know what to look for. Obviously. Again, that temple will be built. Donnie knows how historic it is. Maybe Donnie knows who he is. I don't know. So will that day be about God? Will it be about the Jews? Or will it be about the Orange Messiah? Because that's what the story says, son. If that thing even gets built, we in it. That's guaranteed. Seeing U.S. boots on the Holy Land, that kind of tells me we in it. The apocalypse, I mean. Again, people, I'd love to be crazy. I'd love to be wrong about it. Fucking all. I'd love for everyone to laugh at me. You know why? Because then I would fucking know that millions ain't about to die, and persecution and killings and arrests and beheadings and all the fucking things I don't talk about too much that are even worse. The mark, that choice people are going to have to make. First thing I got on here and talked about ever. If memory serves. 10 years ago. I guess what I'm trying to say is I know the horror that goes along with this. This is no fun and fucking games for me. I'm really shook with this shit. Again, to see it happen just confirms it over, and over. lends more credence to what I think, what I wish wasn't so. Because I'm probably not going to meet a good end at this. At the end, I won't meet a good end. I won't have a good end. People that speak up, that stick their head up, won't have a good end. I know that too. And eventually they're just going to straight up round up people. These are Nazis, son. They doing it. For real. And yeah, it's all nicey-nicey with the Jewish people now. It won't be. Again, they didn't let that shit go. They need to get to an end goal. Right now, Bibi's useful. And the Antichrist in the story, he makes a peace deal with Israel. This is through many interpretations of the prophecies over the years. Many Bible teachers think this, including me. I'm not saying I'm a Bible teacher, though. I know what I need to know. I spent years on it. Every day, like I was in school. I won't go into all the details again. So 2 parts of the story are, again, I've told you this before. This person comes along, makes a peace deal between people that fucking hate each other. That no one else can make. That man is the Antichrist. But what he does is he reneges halfway through 3.5. Allegedly, it's 7 years, something like that. Halfway. Total betrayal. What does that mean for Israel? Probably not good, son. They are Nazis again. Bibi taking you down a bad road. And I know a lot of you Israelis ain't down with all this. I know. I see you out there protesting. I see the numbers. So I'm not talking about all of you, but you all have to go along with Bibi. Bibi's taking you down the path with the Antichrist, with a Nazi. Even if he isn't the Antichrist, with a Nazi and he fucking believes it, and you know it. But he's a conduit for you, so some of you are willing to go along. I see the posts by right-wing Jews in Israel about this, and Donnie, and all of it. He's King Cyrus to these people. The guy who let the Jews build their temple again back in the day. No matter how vile and evil he is on a daily basis, that's all they can see. The conduit to where they need to go. If you take the devil along with you in that pursuit, it ain't going to go well. If you make a deal with the devil, you know what I mean. And I notice a lot of people are out there doing it. They have an end goal they want to meet. They're involving the Reich. Big fucking mistake for you. Personally. Again, 200 troops on the fucking Holy Land inside a year and the peace deal. Unfucking precedented. And it didn't take talent to do this. It took shady deals with Muslim countries. It took shady deals with Netanyahu. It took weapons. And it took the point of a gun. If you don't agree, well, we're going to come wipe you all out. Just unrestrained, forget about it. It's basically what Donnie said. You got till this date, this is the last time. Or we're unleashing hell. So what is that? That's someone with a gun in your face. Saying, let's make a deal, son. What are you going to say? No? I am just utterly fucking stunned by this. The pace of it. Which kind of says to me again, and I could be wrong, hey, I'm not God, man. Always remember that. It don't feel like we got 10 years. So after I saw the Midas touch, and they're reputable, there was no reason to do this, but I do it most times anyway. And again, the people, the feed I've built over years, I made sure they give reputable info. No lying, no drama, no bullshit. So I really don't have to fact check shit. But I still do. So I do a search. Any more info on this subject? Comes right up. All the news channels. What is this? ABC, NBC News. U.S. said to be prepping to send 200 troops to Israel for Gaza support. Can you fucking believe it? No more Middle Eastern wars, right? Right, Rubes? Donnie gonna take you all to the ultimate Middle Eastern war called Armageddon. And son, that's not drama either. So, it's true. It's been announced. Everyone knows about it. And again, for those of you with wisdom, think about what I'm about to say right here. These two things. One, a peace deal. Two, U.S. boots on the ground in the Gaza Strip. You know what that means. You know what the Muslim world and the Jewish world agreeing means. So again, all this, if it continues on the path of the story, it means God exists. That's his book. That's his story. It's playing out before you. The temple's going to go up. That's the other thing it means. That means the third thing it means, unfortunately. Whether you want to be or not, you in the motherfucking apocalypse, son. I know I don't want to be. Because I know what that is, what it means. And when a real motherfucker like me is saying it, again, not for attention, not for money, not for fun, not for glory. Only glory I'm going to get is death at the hands of the Reich, son. I keep running my mouth. I'm figuring it out and I'm guiding you through it. That's all I can do. And all you can do is make sure you ain't down with none of this shit. And the Reich has, no place in your heart. And what you're going to have to do when the mark comes, you're going to have to say no. That's a serious thing, son. I know how serious it is. So I think that the reason they want boots on the ground, and always the reason they would have had boots on the ground, I told you this a long time ago, when they start slapping that temple up, there's going to be some angry people. The world's going to need to know that Bibi has the full weight of the U.S. military behind him as he's building. Who in their right fucking mind is going to fuck with that? Nobody on this planet, son. Not one. So when you got boots on the ground ready to, help out, and who knows how many more will be sent. Anybody wants to start some shit over a temple? you die. So my personal opinion, there's going to be a lot of construction builders, rich people like Kushner, Donnie, all his buddies. They're going to build a lot of stuff. So, of course, they need troops there for that. To protect the things, not the people. And to make sure it all goes smooth and it's not fucked with and blown up and whatever, some people might want to do. That are being thrown off their homeland for this. But the real goal, son, get that temple up. And if it's built, Donnie already knows how historic this is. That's why he's doing this whole act, asking for the Nobel every 3 seconds and being like, I don't care if I don't get it. And then the next second he's begging for it. He's going to want it for this. That's why it's coming around this time, too. It's about to be announced soon. Again, I said a long time ago, all roads lead to the Holy Land. Donnie's head of the Board of Peace that is in charge now. Donnie is sending his military there as well. Many resorts will be built, I'm sure. That's what they mean by jobs. We're going to bring jobs. No, you're going to bring a fortune for yourself and pay the peasants hardly anything. At some type of vacation resort now, after all the killing. Just sweep it away. Put the pretty buildings up. I doubt peasants will be able to afford, and I don't know how many peasants are going to let work into casinos or whatever they're going to fucking slap up. That's what they mean by jobs. Them making billions. That's all. Slapping up resorts and condos and shit. But again, Donnie and BB know where this is going. They've discussed it, son. BB said out loud. How do I know? Again, BB said out loud. The finance minister keeps saying out loud, yeah, we're going to build this thing. And yeah, it's going to happen soon. You'll see it in your lifetime. And they don't mean 30 years from now, son. You wish. I wish. I'd probably be dead in 30 years. Just of natural causes. The people that died before this are the lucky ones, man. Because this shit's going to get fucking ugly. It already is. Got the military deployed on our own streets. Mason priests, shooting women in cars. Mass Gestapo concentration camps. All, again, under a year, son. Inside a year. I said all these things way back. I didn't think they'd happen so fast. We're going to own Gaza. Then we see him come in and own Gaza with troops and head of the Board of Peace. So when he says all these things, again, I've been trying to tell you this whole time. I've said it many times. He ain't just talking, son. When he says, I want Canada, I want Greenland, I want the Nobel, I want to be Pope. I wasn't just talking when I said he would kill people. How many fishermen are dead? How many have died in ICE custody? Look up that number. How many died in his bombing runs for God knows what purpose? Well, again, the purpose was revealed in the Signal chat because they're all so desperate to hide the evil. They're using third-party apps like Jerkoffs. So you had Stephen Miller basically say, we're going to take the Suez. I'm paraphrasing it in my own words, what he was saying. We're going to take the Suez, we're going to extort Europe, and we're going to extort Egypt with our ownership of the Suez, or seizing of the Suez Canal, that is. When they say they want the Suez, that probably means they're going to take it at some point. They keep doing everything they're saying. They've already arrested liberal judges. They've indicted Comey. They've indicted Letitia James. It ain't going to stop there. That's why, again, people, when you were in charge, that 4-year break between the Donnies, you should have locked him up. Because he's an actual criminal. You let him slide. I said for a long time, he will not be so kind to you people that let him slide. So 200 troops in the Holy Land, peace deal coming soon. In the story, I'm just saying what the story says. In the story, the Antichrist makes the deal, reneges halfway through. In the story, it's roughly 7 years, so that'd be 3.5. Let's see what number they put on this deal. Maybe there's no number on it, but he just reneges 3.5 through, who knows, or halfway through. I don't know. That's the story. He reneges halfway through. Well, they're Nazis, so I'm just for that fact alone, you know they're going to turn on the Jews at some point because that's who they hate most. Don't worry, they'll hate the real Christians too, not the MAGA ones. So that temple's going up, probably shortly during this construction phase. If we got U.S. boots on the ground, Freedom Zone, Donnie owns Gaza as head of the Board of fucking Peace. I know he came up with his name. That name is damn self, because that's a child's title for something. The Board of Peace, because I won a Nobel Peace Prize, so I'll call it the Board of Peace. That's his feeble fucking mind working. I could put that on my resume. Forget about this fisherman I just flew the fuck out the water and then I joked about it 19 times. Forget about that. Look at my resume. I'm on the Board of Peace. I'm the head of it. You have to give me the Nobel Peace Prize now. That's what his little child mind thinks. That's what he's doing. You're watching him do it. Let me move on to this other thing quickly. I only got a few because I'm so stunned by this. Look, I can't even talk right now. I haven't eaten in forever. I'm fucking tired. And then I'm fucking like in shock and shit. Because I can't believe what I'm witnessing. And again, I know you people don't understand. And that's no slight on you. I know exactly what I'm looking at, man. And again, that means if I know what I'm looking at, and it's that, then that means several things must be true. The existence of God, and the devil and their fight they've been having. That the story about the Antichrist, most likely the story of Jesus Christ, is true, was real, is real. Because again, you can't prove God. But some shit was written down over 1,000 years ago, and we're watching it play out word for word. The fuck do you explain that? And I could always kind of feel it, man. I'll be honest with you. That I would be alive during that time. And I know there's countless people through the ages that read scripture and thought it was in their time. Did they have an image that can go forth on its own and represent you? Did they have AI that could surveil the whole world and police the whole world? Did they have the internet, instant communication, money wiring? Did they have any of this stuff? Did they have modern technology? Was there an explosion of knowledge at that time? Did they have someone that had the ability to rain fire from the heavens in the sight of men that the whole world would see? Did anyone have the ability before the invention of the television or the radio to see someone get a head wound and live? The whole world would see it, son. And they did. And it's talked about nonstop in different ways, not the actual details of the event. It's used for propaganda. Look, God saved him. He's God's show. All that shit. You know, the fight, fight, fight slogan. It means we're in that story if I'm right. And son, I promise you, every day I wake up just like the mob days, I was hoping to see something that said, Nick, you're just fucking wrong. Even more now. 'Cause holy fuck, the events described in the story. And it looks like I'm watching a lot of the story come true already. Again, I know so many of you out there just have no clue what the significance of that temple is, of American troops on the ground in Gaza, of Gaza being ash, of these resorts going up, of possible gold Donnie statues and shit going up on the Holy Land, and no riots taking place. If you have wisdom, and if you don't, that's no slight on you. You know this is supernatural. This woman, because I can't keep saying the same thing all night and wasting your time and mine. This woman right here just got indicted, and I want you to look at her. This woman could have put Donnie Shitbags in prison for multiple cases. And she would have been right to do so, son, because Donnie's a criminal and everybody fucking knows it. My God. No need to list the crimes. Everybody knows the difference between this woman and Donnie Shitbags. This woman's not a criminal. And you know it. And she and the rest of the Democratic elite in law enforcement that could have put Donnie in jail for the rest of his fucking life over the shit he did, the coup, all of it. They gave the motherfucker a pass. Many judges did as well. Gonna suck when those judges end up in a camp, huh? So I want you to remember and look at the picture while I say this. All you people out there, they're going to cheer her being indicted and possibly go to prison or whatever happens to her. I want you to remember as you cheer that this woman could have locked Donnie up for fucking ever and she would have been justified, son. And she did not. This is her thanks for it. A bullshit indictment on nothing. And, you know, Comey thinks he has a solid case. Letitia thinks she has a solid case, I'm sure. And they're much smarter than Donnie, and so are their lawyers. But this is a Reich. There are sycophants, son. And if Donnie gets the right judge, and he'll keep going till he does, you're fucked. Damn the law and the Constitution in your defense, however legitimate it is, I'm sure. You might get locked up anyway. That's what this moment is. That's what so many don't understand. Obama, Miss James, Comey, all of them. They didn't understand this prior 4 years that if he ever gets back in power, he's going to lock all you people up. Hillary Clinton, Adam Schiff, so many people I can name. The convicted felon that everybody lets skate. And everybody knows his ass belongs behind bars. He's a one-man diapered fucking crime spree. And everybody knows it. Epstein's best friend. I could go on all night. This woman got him on 34 felonies. She could have locked his ass up. She did not. Again, there's a reason I'm repeating it. Again, before the first term, when he was running, during the 4 years after when he lost, I always knew he would do this stuff if he was given the chance. You gave him the chance. Now your empire's over. I swear to you and I promise you. And it doesn't matter who you are, whether I like you, you like me, you agree with me, don't. It's still over, son. It just doesn't matter. The empire's gone. It will never come back, and it will erode away. Just like Rome. Just like all of it. We are New Rome. Literally. So you're going to see more indictments and arrests against his enemies. This Halligan woman, she doesn't give a fuck. She'll arrest whoever he wants her to. She's proven that. How? Right here. And Mr. Comey. They're the first two. Guy that was there didn't want to do it. There was no case. Fired him. Miss Halligan gets the job. Immediately, we've got indictments against Comey and James. And they just happen to be people that were investigating Donnie. Isn't that interesting? I wonder why they got indicted. I said it was a revenge tour a long time ago. They said it before the election. Roundup's revenge tour. They weren't hiding it, son. Again, if you people in law enforcement just would have locked him up. And I don't care what kind of prison he's in. Put him in a nice one. I don't give a fuck. He's a threat to society, obviously. And now he's coming after the top people. James Comey used to be the head of the fucking FBI, son. Letitia James, head prosecutor in fucking, in New York. These are the top people. And he's going to, I proclaim he's going to arrest, like Hitler did, Swalwell, Schiff, all those people, liberals in government that he don't like. Who's going to stop it? Nobody. I said that a while back, that he would arrest all these people. In government as well. Congress. I'm waiting to see if I'm right. We saw one senator, because he was Latin, get slammed on his face on the ground, zip tied. Remember that? I said he was on a revenge tour. Obviously he is. I said all roads lead to the Holy Land. Holy fuck, look what's happened. Your troops on the Holy Land, and no riots, son. Peace deal as well to go along with it. Temple, I'm sure, coming in the next couple years. And in my opinion, that's why the troops are really there, for that moment, because there will be some angry people in the U.S., and he'll have troops on the ground here in those liberal cities where there might be protests about a mosque being torn down and a huge Jewish temple going on the Temple Mount. Palestinians might be upset about that too. I don't know. And the rest of the Muslim world. I don't know. But if you got U.S. troops on the ground protecting it all, and the whole world knows the full weight of the U.S. military is behind this endeavor, no one will fuck with it. They wouldn't dare. What am I trying to say? I'm saying, son, Freedom Zone, Board of Peace, Donnie running it. I'm saying that temple's guaranteed. That's, again, a Louisiana bayou, eating crawfish, raw, straight out the creek. Guaranteed. For those of us that know the story and have studied it, and the good word, we show as fuck know what the third temple means. That's a coming, son. Guaranteed. The abominations are coming too. I'm going to end with this. Just one thing Donnie said today. Here's what it looks like. The Reich table, everybody going around praising. I saw one person on a news channel said the cabinet standing ovation Donnie for 2 minutes when he came into the room or something. It's not a cult at all. It's not a Reich. He's not dear leader or Caesar or Hitler or anything. Right, Roops? Right. We're not going to do anything only good for healthcare. In other words, someone must have asked or proposed the idea, since premiums for healthcare for a lot of people, I don't know the exact formula or why. I've seen the fucking numbers though, and they horrific. I'm talking premiums going from something like $300 a month to $1,000 a month, something like that for a lot of people. I've seen that all written out, how it's all going to work. So you even got Margie Sporkfoot begging Donnie, begging the Reich, and she's, one of the linchpins of it. Can we please stop this and not fuck the people over on the premiums? Donnie ain't having none of it. And you know what Margie Sporkfoot's starting to see? This monster she elevated is way more cruel and evil than she even ever fathomed. Makes her evil and cruelty look like nothing. She's starting to learn that lesson. She getting learned a lesson. Leon got learned a lesson. Greasy Pete and JD learned a lesson. This Antichrist, this beast ain't going away. Not yet, anyway. I'm trying to teach you a lesson right here. I'm trying to show you the depth of the cruelty of this man. You know what healthcare premiums mean to a family, an individual, whatever, out there in peasant land. You know exactly what that means. You know how shitty the coverage is. You know all the bullshit you got to go through when you go see a doctor. Shit gets denied. All great stuff. Co-pays. Deductibles. I'm seeing premiums going way up for a lot of people. I saw one guy write online that this was just normal for him. $19,000 a year he was paying for his wife and one child to be all on a medical coverage plan. $19,000 a year. What's it going to be now? Since the whole healthcare industry has gotten the message, oh yeah, we're going to all raise rates and, you know, we can blame it on this bullshit. The memo's already gone out. They've already seen the pattern. We could jack rates way the fuck up. Just blame it on him. Gently, of course. So obviously the idea or question was proposed by a reporter or someone. How about a standalone just on healthcare? We just make sure, you know, people's premiums ain't going up to $5,000 a month. The Antichrist response. We're not going to do anything only good for healthcare. In other words, no standalone healthcare thing. Fuck the people. I don't give a fuck. I got their credit card. I'm spending their money like water. And grifting on top of it, son. Fuck, I care about them. One more time, you're Antichrist if you're down with this. And your premium is about to go up. If you're one of those people. We're not going to do anything only good for healthcare because you know what, Donnie? Oh, that'd be good for Democrats. We can't have that. I'd rather have people die. Or drop their healthcare coverage because they can't afford it. This is a Nazi Reich. They do believe in eugenics, son. Don't ever, ever forget that. Ever. That's why you see him fucking around with vaccines. Talking about Tylenol, all different bullshit. We're not going to do anything only good for health. In other words, fuck all you people out there that need this desperately. I don't care. One Democratic senator put the question forth. What does he mean by democratic programs? Health care, health insurance, this, that? Like good things that people need. Those are Democrat things? Now? Idiots, rubes? In Donnie and the Reich's mind, they is. And in a lot of yours, too. That's the fucking sad part. No, that's just called being good, son. It's not left or right. Just because you live in a brainwashed paradigm of everything's either left or right doesn't mean that's fucking reality. God, the healthcare situation in this, it was already just non-workable. People can't afford these rates. It already jacked way the fuck up. And the coverage fucking blows. And you're coming out of pocket on all kind of things. In the richest country in the fucking world. We're not going to do anything only good for healthcare. I'm pointing out the cruelty of this thing. When you think the things I said and I'm saying today are going to happen in the future, the roundup of Jewish people, stuff like that, you think that sounds too cruel. They'd never cross that fucking line. That's why I've been yelling for 10 years, son. They don't give a fuck about that line. The only question for them is, will they let us do it? That's it. Just like Adolf, that was his only question. Will they let me? We know the answer to that one. Looks like everyone's letting Donnie too. And Donnie going to that same place Adolf did. He believes it, and he's worse than Adolf. He's the Antichrist of the story. And I only get more certain as I watch these events play out. They literally were written of. And my God, the evil, cruelty, the hatred of women, every ingredient is there. There's so much nuance to the description of what the Antichrist is supposed to be like. Donnie fits it all. It's frightening. Now he, as the stories and the good words say, made the fucking deal. It's not finalized, but as far as I'm concerned, it's made. How do I know? 200 troops about to go to Gaza. Our troops. Temple going up. In the next couple years, I guarantee it. As fast as this going, shit, maybe by December, they'll start slapping it up. Holy fuck, it's going fast. Again, when I went through my feed and I saw this, I was stunned. Because this is the story right in my fucking face. Just like Assassination Day, man. Shaking. Couldn't even focus. I still can't. Because I know what this fucking means. And it's not good, son. That's why I'm talking to you. That's why I just dropped every fucking thing. Shouldn't have. I needed to make money. But this shit got me shook, and I'm like, I need to share this immediately. This needs to be. I don't know what else to say. The cruelty of him, even Margie Sporkfoot's starting to see it. U.S. troops on the Holy Land. I said that would happen. Donnie said we're going to own it. Donnie is the head of Board of Peace, so he owns it. Donnie is using the military against us and the world and will eventually annex territory with the military. Greenland, Canada, other areas, you better take it seriously. That's why I keep saying it. If he would deploy them against his own people, why would he give a fuck about you? Anyway, I wish I could convey it to you people that haven't studied and felt what I felt and know what I know. You people that just go about your lives. And again, I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just different, that's all. I can't fathom where this is all going, where you're at right now, what you're living in. I wish I could convey it to where you would really fully understand. I wish I could prove God to you. Because you're going to need him. $200 U.S. troops on the motherfucking Holy Land. Donnie, head of the Board of Peace. Donnie wants the Nobel. The Muslims and the Jews are down. This temple going up, son. Have a good evening.